Beer, 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 ba beer, ba beer, beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Maperuski, for beer review number 65. Today I have something for you from Thornbury Village Brewing Company, and it is their Ladder Run Amber Lager, coming in at 4.8% ABV, and the IBUs of 25. So, very easy going, a little bit of bitterness to it, but not much at all. It's not gonna be crazy. So, looking at the can itself, orange background with a fish sort of jumping out of the river. If you can see that, not really. Camera doesn't like to focus that well. That's okay. So I'm trying to figure out why it's called ladder run. Unless that's a fish terminology when they hop out of water, it's a ladder run, but I don't know. I don't know for sure. So, let's crack her open and see what we have to drink today. There we go. Sometimes they explode. This one didn't. And we're pouring it into our Osthaus chalice style glass. So, see what we got. Big fan of amber lagers, red ales. So, hopefully this actually goes down pretty well. First off, though, doesn't really look... Oh, I guess, no, that is amber. That's an amber color. Yeah, that's definitely a nice shade of amber. I was getting it mixed up with a red ale or a red lager or something like that. It's a bit different. That's my fault. I was expecting a reddish beer. Sort of reddish when you're not in the direct bright light of a monitor. Which is kind of nice. Decent carbonation, and you can see right through it. No real haziness through the beer itself, and not too much of a head on that either. But decent. So let's have a smell, see what we have. I'm not getting too much of a smell off it, funny enough. Just some, like, it's yeasty, sort of like that bready note. And a few maltiness, a little bit of maltiness from it, but nothing that really, stands out. Maybe it'll be better in the sip. So let's have a first sip and then we'll cheers. What am I getting from it? Sort of like a biscuity note. Also maybe some light caramel or something. But other than that, it's more just like malty, regular lageriness. Just regular beer sort of thing. It's a bit of a deeper flavor. I like a deeper malt notes to it. Yeah, a touch of caramel in there, but it's not that amazing. So let's cheers and continue on. Cheers, everybody. Get the yeasty and the breadiness, sort of biscuitiness in the mid to the finish of the actual sip. It's decently carbonated. Some caramel sweetness up front as well. But nothing that stands out. Nothing that makes this beer stand out from the crowd. Like, it doesn't seem too different from a like a Rickard's Red or something like that, which in my opinion is a little bit disappointing so far, but it's not bad. I love Rickard's Red. That's a nice go-to beer. But even this, sort of a weird flavor that I can't put my finger on what it is. That doesn't flow well with me, at least. So with all that said, with our first impressions of the beer, let's see what the can has to say for itself. So, Thornbury Village Brewing Company, Ladder Run Amber Lager, they say, located in the heart of Thornbury Village, home of our craft cider and brew house, the Beaver River is host to trout and salmon. Our Ladder Run Amber is a tribute to the fish ladder that allows fish up the river to spawn. Come fall, it's exciting for us to watch the jumping Chinook salmon migrate. This amber-colored lager is crafted with Vienna malt and noble hops. It is a medium-bodied beer with smooth malt and very moderate hop notes. The malt flavor is clean and bready with a nice rich toasty character. The palate is smooth and creamy and finishes with an amazing toffee malt flavor and nice dry crispness. They also list the malts and hops, which are Vienna malts and Hallertauer hops. And then again, ABV is 4.8 and IBUs is 25. So good actual description. Actually answered my question of why is it called the ladder run, and it is due to fish when they hop up and migrate. And the whole thing comes around full circle, and you can understand now the logo of the fish. The fish. So, you know what? It's not too bad. It's a nice beer. It's a good beer. Just nothing really stands out to me. It is creamy though. I like when they say it's a creamy feel. It's smooth. It is smooth. And it is good tasting. You know, I would drink this every once in a while when I'm craving a amber lager and want something a little bit different than a Rickard's Red, but it doesn't stand out to me as something that is that wows me. So, looking over on their website now, thornburycraft.com, for their ladder run amber lager, they do have the same description as they do on the can itself. And they also say where it's from: Canada, malts, hops, alcohol volume, and the IBUs. Also available formats of the 473 milliliter can and kegs in 30 and 50 liters. So if you're having a kegger and you got that extra cash, and you don't want to buy some PBR or Old Milwaukee, some shit like that, if you're not a college student, you could probably grab a keg of ladder run. Other than that, not too much description on the website, which kind of sucks, but that's alright. You know, hopefully over time they develop it more and can pay more attention to that aspect. Looking over on Beer Advocate now, they're giving Ladder Run for the BA score a 3.48 out of 5, so decent score. Looking down for a review, here somebody has posted, they've given a very quick review themselves. They say appearance is a clear reddish color. It's not that red. It's more amber, like the style suggests. Amber is sort of a dark orange, a deep orangey color. Smell, they say clean, grainy with hints of caramel. Taste is lots of grain. That's where I'm getting the yeastiness. Middling sweetness with just enough bitterness. Subtle bits of caramel. Mouthfeel reasonably smooth and appropriate carbonation. Gotta agree with that for sure. And overall, a solid if unspectacular amber. Just as the original was. They said this was actually rebranded from a Jubilee Amber. I guess by the same company. I've never had the Jubilee Amber, but I guess this is basically the same, just rebranded. So yeah, looking at it now, you know, and my thoughts aside of why it doesn't really wow me, is that it's good. It's a nice amber lager if you like your red ales or something like that, and you're looking for something more of the craft route. This might actually fall perfectly on your palate. It is good. You get those typical lager characteristics, which is really nice if you're into that style. And also, it's not a hard beer to drink if you're coming into the craft beer scene and you want something more traditional, what you're used to, like a Rickard's Red or something. This would be a great alternative to that. With in the craft series, or not craft series, craft styles of beer, you know. But it's not bad. Brightiness, slight caramelness, and the nice decently toasted malts in there make it a really delicious beer for sure. But like I said, it just doesn't wow me, but that's alright. Not every beer has to wow people. It just has to be good and drinkable, which this is. This is a really good beer when you boil it down to what it is. So, with all that said, we're on our final sip, so cheers on the final one. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. So, let's get down to the ratings, the nitty-gritty ratings. Overall, for the beer itself, it doesn't wow me, but it's not bad by any means. It's a great beer to drink, and it's got great balance of flavor and carbonation and all that other jazz. It's really good. I'm gonna give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. You know, it's nice. I would buy it again for sure, and I encourage you all to go out to the LCBO and pick up a can or two for yourself as well. For the presentation of the can and the website, let's get down to that now. Looking at the can, it's a nice orange color with a really cool logo. You know, very, very detailed logo itself, which is kind of nice. Great big description. The malts and the hops and the ABVs and the IBUs are listed beautifully there. They do have not a barcode scanner, but some sort of numbering system here, which doesn't make any sense to me. Other than that, there's no brewed on date, which is kind of a bummer. If that's their brewed on date, nobody knows how to read it. I sure don't. But if they added a brewed on date, that would be perfect. Looking over on the website though, same description, so you know it's there, and they also list the malts, hops, alcohol, and IBUs, but nothing else to give it that extra, you know, informational side of things. So with that, I gotta give it a 7 out of 10 for presentation. So I think with all that said, that almost just about wraps it up. I'm gonna remind you, if you wanna like or comment the video, you can do that down below. You can always, you know, request different beers for me to review. I'll go out, find them. If you have questions on different styles of beer or how to get into craft beer, I can definitely answer them, or anything beer related or even not beer related. Go for it. I really don't care. It's all up to you. So with all that said, that'll do it for me, Maple Brewski, and like I always say, crack your beer and enjoy. Cheers.